There's a number of reasons why you may want to do some spring pruning. It can revitalize a shrub, it can make a nicer shape, sometimes it's about the health of the plant. But today we're talking about pruning for a different reason. Jim, why don't you tell us why you did some additional pruning on this 9-bark tree?
So this is normally a shrub, and it's trained as a tree, upright tree. Right. This particular one we overwintered, has a dieback, so I pruned up the dead, similar to the way we do others. But the important thing to look at on this is, if you look at the bottom of the plant, we got all these suckers coming up. So what's happening is all the energy is going into this rather than in growing on the top. So yeah, that's important to get that cut out and keep it cut out. Some plants do that more than others. And one plant that does it quite often is crab apples.
Right.
And with the crab apples, sometimes it's a grafted item, and the plant that's coming up is a totally different plant, and it's got to be kept cut out.
We have two other plants here too. One is a hosta, and you can see that 3/4 of this hosta's got that beautiful variegation, but the back side of it is just all green. So what's going on there?
Well, the same thing is with this, what is it, Weichelia? Okay. And what happens is, if you want to set that down a second, I'll start here. Both of these plants, what happens is, the desirable trait is the variegated part. And what happens is you have a plant that's all green, or all green in this set, and it sports out into this variegated part. So what happens is these horticulturists come along and they propagate the variegated part out to be the desirable plant.
Sure.
And it's all well and good until it's what we call a reversion. It reverts back. And the problem, it lies, especially with this plant, you see these leaves are bigger than these. This is a more dominant, stronger grower, so that and the green here can overtake the plant if it's not cleaned out.
So in the case of like with the Swedgelia, you can just prune that out, right?
Yes, I will do it. We just take it right back to a good clean, and you just cut it off, and you clean it up.
With a hosta, you may have to dig that out. You can kind of pull the good parts away from it and just kind of take a shovel, go down through there, cut that piece off. If you wanted to save that, you could plant it somewhere else, but we're really trying to, save the part with the nice variegation there.
Right. So that'll become your key plant. And it's well worth planting anyways, but you just got to watch the reversions.
So on some of your plants, if you see some branches that look suspect, that may be what's going on there. So thank you for joining us. I'm Liz Snyder.
And I'm Jim Hoteling, the home gardeners from Hillside Garden Landscaping.